Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In SQL tutorial series, today we are going to discuss about like pattern, and this is one of the most important interview point, and you should definitely know a lot of example how to solve this like pattern questions during the interview process. So make sure that you watch the video till the end. So let's start about what exactly the like pattern. So when someone asks you this question in the interview, like what is like pattern, they are not looking for a long lecture. They want a clear, confident and interview style answer. So how you can explain what is like pattern? So a like pattern in a SQL is a way to search for a specific text or a pattern in a column using a wildcard character. So what exactly the wildcard character? So there are two characters like a percentage and underscore. So these two characters are the wildcard characters, and we are using this to find out a specific text in a column, and we are finding out a specific text pattern using this wildcard. So like pattern allow us to filter the data based on partial matches instead of the exact matches. We use wildcard characters such as a percentage for multiple characters and underscore for a single character to define the pattern. Okay, this is just the definition. So you will get more clear idea from the examples, and we are going to see a lot of examples related to the like pattern. So let's start with the example. So for that, first thing I'm going to create is the table. So we are going to create a new table. So it is just a simple table, and I will provide all this detail in the description. So you can just copy paste from there. So we are going to create a basic table, which is a customer table, which is having a four column. The first one is the customer ID, which is the integer data type, then name, which is the varchar data type, then city and email and having the varchar data type. Let's first create this table, which is the customer table, and table is created successfully. Later we need to add this data. So you can add as many data as you want, or if you want to create or use another table, that's also fine. This is just sample table we have taken just for this to understand this like pattern more easily. This is just sample table. You can take any table as you want, and you can try the same examples as we are going to discuss in this video. Like is heavily used in a real project. So basically, if you are using in the data analytics field, and if you want to filter a messy text data, in that case like is a heavily used. So this is the most important topic in the SQL when you are handling the data or using the data, like filtering out the data, doing the analysis. In that case, this is the most important topic, and I will explain in step by step everything like is a use in a where clause. So we have already discussed what is the where clause. So basically we are using the where clause to filter out. So basically some condition if you want to apply, we are using the where clause to search for a specific pattern in a column, and it is mainly used with the text data. So text data, here you can see we are using the varchar or char data type. In that case you can use a like operators. So as we say discuss, there are different wildcards. So there is a percentage and underscore. So those are the wildcards we are going to use. So let's discuss the first example one. So where we need to find out any number of characters. So to find out any number of character, we need to use the percentage wildcard. So example I'm taking here, I suppose I want to find out name starting with A. So if you see the data set here, you can see this Amit Sharma, this name is starting with A, right? Then this Ankit Singh, this name is starting with A. Right now there are just seven records, so you can just see and find out whose name is starting with A. In real project, there are millions of records present in the tables. So in that case, you cannot just go through the data set and find out whose name is start with A. In that case, you need to take a help from the like operators. So here in this case, we are going to use percentage operator. So how to write this query? As I told, you need to just write first a simple select statement. So select star from customers, and this like operation we are doing in the where clause as we discussed. So where here we are finding out name like. Okay, so we want a name starts with A. So we need to write A first. Then we want after A, we want any characters. So we are not worried about what character is coming after this A, right? So in that case, you can write the percentage here. So let's see what exactly the output we are getting. So here you can see the customer ID 1 and 6 and the name is starting with A. There are only two names which is starting with A, as we have already discussed the output, and all other details you can see here. So same example, suppose I want to find out names end with A. How can I find out that? So let's discuss that one. So when we want a names ending with A, this is the example 2. I will copy the same query. Okay, so we are going to write the same select star from customer where name like. Now we want starting characters anything, right? So write the percentage here, and at the end we want A, right? So at the end write A. Percentage means any characters. You are not worrying about what characters are coming before A, but the last character you want is the A. So that's why we want a name ending with A. So let's run this one and let's see what exactly the output we are getting. So we are getting this two output where the name is ending with A, here Sharma and Verma. So this is the correct output we are getting where names are ending with A. This we discuss about the starting and ending. Now suppose we want names containing some characters. How can we find out that? For example, names containing SH. Okay. So how can we find out that? Again, we need to write the same query. So select star from customer where name like. So here we want this name should contain sh. Where the sh present, we are not sure. So it can be anywhere, right? So in that case, we don't know the starting character, we don't know the ending character. But in between, we want this sh, right? So that's why percentage means we don't know what characters are present at the start and what characters and how many characters. This can be one character, two character, or any other alphabet present at the end, we don't know. But we want the names containing sh. So we write percentage sh percentage. And let's execute this one. You can see the output where Amit Sharma, here you can see SH. Then Nisha Kapoor, here you can see the SH. So it can contain SH anywhere. Now this we have discussed about the percentage wildcard, right? Then let's discuss about the underscore. Suppose I want names with second letter, I want that to be equal to A. I want name second letter to be A. Here in this case, you can see the Raj, right? So the first letter we don't know, but second letter is the A. So we want such example. There is a Sarah also, whose second letter in the name is. So we want to find out the name where the second letter is the A. So in that case, how can we find out that? So for that, we need to take the help of the another wildcard, that is underscore. Okay, so write the same query, select star from customer where name like. So we want a name second letter. So first letter we don't know. It can be anything. So underscore is showing it is a one character. It can be anything. A to Z, it can be any character. After that, one value, one character, we want the letter A, right? So this can be any letter. After that, we want the letter A. We know the count. We want one character before this A, but we don't know the value. We want a second character must be A. And after A, we don't know how much characters are present. And we are not care about that. So we can write the percentage. So we are not sure how much characters are present after A. But before A, we just want one character. So let's see. And we are expecting the output Raj and Sara as we discussed. So we are getting the same output. Suppose I want to find out a names with just four letter name. In that case, how can I find out that? So I want to find out a four letter name. This is the example number 5. As we discussed the Sara. Sara is the four letter name, right? So I want to find out the four letter name. How can I find it out? So as we discussed about the wildcard underscore. So it denotes this is the one letter, right? So we don't know the value, but we know this is one letter. So you can put four underscores here. So this means four letters, right? So we want a name which is having the four letters. We don't know the what the value. It can be Sarah, it can be Amit, any values it can be. Okay. So we need to find out the four letter name. So let's execute this one. Right now there is a no four-letter name. As you know, we have this full name, we don't have just Sarah or Amit. If it is just Amit or Sarah, instead of this Amit Sharma or Sarah Khan, you will get the output as the Amit or Sarah in this case. But currently we have full name in the name, that's why we are not getting any output. Suppose I want to find out a name starting with A or N. So previously we discussed name starting with A here, right? So we have written a percentage here, right? So I want to find out a name starting with A or N. So let's see the data first. So we have Amit here. Yes, the name starting with A. Then we have Nisha here, whose name starting with N. Neha's, whose name starting with N. So we have such cases where name starting with A or N. So in that case, we need to put these characters in square bracket, and after the square bracket, there is a percentage symbol. So this can be A or can be N. So any characters present between this. So square bracket, suppose A is present, then match that one. If N is present, match that one. So it will match a specific characters. Okay, so let's see what exactly the output we are getting here. So we are getting Amit Sharma, Neha Patil, Ankit Singh, and Nisha Kapoor. All the names are starting with A or N. Let's see next example. Example number 7. Now I want name starting from A to M. So name starting with A, yes. If suppose there is a name starting with B, that will also consider C, D, E, F till M. Whatever the characters consist between A to M, we want that to find out in the name. You don't need to mention all those characters here, so you can write down this as a range, right? So any characters, it matches the name starting between A and M. So let's execute this one and let's see how exactly it looks like the output. So we have all the characters A to M like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So you can see the J, K, L, M. And after M, we are getting N. So we are not getting those output we have got previously like Neha and Nisha, but we have all the name whose range is between like A to M, right? So this is one of the example where you are finding out a name starting from a particular range of the characters. Let's discuss the next example, and this is the example number 8. So we are going to discuss about not in the range. So currently we discussed the range, right? Suppose I want to find out names not starting with A or N. So here we find out a name starting with A or N. So we have put this A and I will copy this query here. So we have put here A and N, and after that we have put this percentage symbol. So when you want to put a not condition, in that case you need to put this symbol here. Let's execute this one. So now you can find all those data where name are not starting with A or N. So it excludes the Amit, Neha, and then Ankit and Nisha and all other names you can see here. So these are the examples you can play around here. You can find out multiple cases like name starting with any other character ending with how many letters are present. You can play with this wildcards and you can create n number of examples here. Okay, so let's move to the next practical example. So if you see the data here, you can see we have email addresses here. So some of the email addresses is having @gmail.com. The second one is having @yahoo.com. Then third one, this one is having @hotmail.com. Then outlook.com. Right? So there are different emails are present, but I want to find out the email which is @gmail.com. So in that case, how can I find out this Gmail users? So let's find out that. So this is the example number 9. So we are going to find out the Gmail's users. So now instead of the name, we want the email here. Here you can see the column name is the email. So right here email, and we want this to be like @gmail.com. So you can see here this gmail.com is at the end, and after that there is a no characters, right? Whatever the characters are present or letters are present in front of @gmail.com, we don't know how many characters and what characters are present. Okay, but after that there is a @gmail.com at the end we want, right? So here in this case we can use the percentage wildcard. So how you can use that? Just put percentage @gmail.com, gmail.com. As we have discussed for this first example, I will take the second example where we don't know how many characters are present before a, so we use percentage a. Same like that. This is just practical example of that. So I want to find out the Gmail users, so I'm using percentage at the rate gmail.com. And this is very common in analytics. When you want to do a domain filtering, in that case, you can use such examples. This is just the basic example of that. So let's execute this one. So you can find out all the emails who is having the domain like gmail.com. Okay, so this is the one example. Suppose I want to find out a city containing you. Okay, so you later. So let's discuss this example number 10. So for that, here we want city. So we need to write the city and we want containing you. So we already discussed containing example here. So name containing sh, same like you need to write the city containing you. So you can write percentage and in between you can write you here. So let's see what exactly the output we are getting. So we are getting Mumbai, Pune, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and again Mumbai. Okay, so this is a simple example. Let's discuss about the case sensitivity, and it is really important. So in SQL Server, like is a usually case insensitive, and so suppose example here you can see the Amit Sharma. The name is starting with capital A, right? So suppose if I put this here, I will just show you here the case insensitivity. Like operator are case insensitive. So suppose if I want to find out like Amit, I have put this A as a small and this percentage symbol. So will it match with the Amit Sharma or not? Yes, it will match with the Amit Sharma and I will get it as an output. Here I need to change it as a name. So here you can see the name. Okay. So let's execute this one. And you can see, yes, we are getting this Amit Sharma as the output. So basically, like is a usually case insensitive. Suppose there is an example, I don't want to find out the users or other users I want to find out. Basically to exclude the Gmail users. So in that case, how you can find out? Basically we need to put the not condition here. So you can write where email here after you can write not email not like percentage at the rate gmail.com. So it will give you all the output where the domain name for the email it not at the rate gmail.com. So you have Yahoo, Hotmail and Outlook.com. So it excluded all the users related to the gmail.com. So let's discuss some more examples. Suppose example, this is example number 12 where I want to combine a like and in or operator, and we already discussed about this and or operators, right? So suppose I want to find out a customers whose name starting with A and city is equal to Mumbai. How can I find out that? So I'm taking this query from here. So I want name starting with A. So as we discussed, we need to write a percentage and here we are going to use and operator. So we need to write and we want city. So city we want as a Mumbai. So we know what exactly the text we wanted. So you can directly put city is equal to Mumbai. So basically we want a name starting with A and city is equal to Mumbai. Let's see what exactly the output we are getting. So we are getting Amit Sharma Mumbai and Ankit Singh Mumbai. So name is starting with A and the city is Mumbai. The same example maybe you can write. So suppose I want the customer details whose name starting with A, or I suppose want again name related fill only I want, or name like I want to start with N. So here we have discussed this also, right? Name starting with A or N. So we have put this in square bracket. It will choose A or N. If any of this character present, it will give me as an output. The same thing we can write using or operator as well, where name like A percentage or name like same N percentage. So this will give us the output where name starting with A or N. So Amit Sharma, Neha Patil, Ankit Singh and Nisha Kapoor. If I execute this one, also you will get the same out, or not this one, sorry. So if I execute this one, you will get the same output: Amit Sharma, Neha Patil, Ankit Singh, and Nisha Kapoor. So we have discussed a lot of examples here, and we have discussed the wildcard as well. So same kind of examples you can expect during the interview as well. So as we discussed the two wildcard, the percentage and the underscore. So when you want to find out many characters, you can use the percentage, and underscore when you want to find out exactly one characters. This is one of the important interview question. So real data analyst use cases for this like pattern is that, suppose if you want to filter emails by a domain, we have seen this example as well. If you want to search a partial customer's name, if you want to clean a messy data set, or if you want to pattern matching in the logs, in that case you can use this like pattern as a data analyst. So these are some of the examples. So this is all about like pattern, and it is very useful in real world scenarios like a searching name, filtering email, or pattern matching in the large data set. So if you have any question, you can put down that in the comment section. I will be happy to reply you back. If you have any other question related to the SQL, you can also put down that in the comment section. And thank you for watching this video till the end, and have a nice day.